guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. This video is going to be about a divine masculine who is thinking a lot about his divine feminine. He feels that she's really close to him. He's really close to you. And many of your masculines are wanting you to have patience on this journey, divine feminine, okay? A lot of them are learning how to be the magician. They're learning how to forge their own path. And it's sending them down this road where they're having to enjoy solitude. I know we've talked a lot about the divine masculines being alone on this journey, but what a lot of you guys aren't realizing is that this is not a feeling that they're used to. They're not used to forging their own path. Okay, they're used to asking for the opinion of every Tom, Dick, and Harry in their life before coming to a final decision. But the universe is really pushing these divine masculines to come up with their own decisions here, okay? We have the Magician followed by the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, even though they might be considered someone that can easily play you or manipulate you or sway you or persuade you in their direction, okay? They can make you dance to the beat of their drum. In this case, many of these divine masculines are seeing that, you know, they've got to embody self-respect and passion for their own lives. Like, they have to have respect for themselves. They have to value who it is they are in order to make decisions to move forward in the best way. And many of them are learning to let go and wish upon a star. The star card comes out because a lot of them want to be free, okay? A lot of them want to dance to the beat of their own drum, but it's come with a lot of resistance for them wanting to follow that path, okay? But they've made wishes to the universe. A lot of them want to stop being controlled by karmic situations, even if these situations may be close family and friends. It doesn't necessarily have to be a wife or a masculine that has a family and children. No, this could be a divine masculine who may in fact be quite young, or he may be that bachelor. But at the same time, what you guys may not realize is that he has a lot of people who have a lot of influence on this is the way he should do things, or this is the path that they see for him. And the minute he decides to make a decision that falls out of alignment with this person's agenda or these people's agenda, that's when the masculine starts to face a lot of adversity. But the Magician card is coming up to let him know that whenever that adversity comes up, you've got to be able to start casting spells of your own. And this better be around protection. And you should be casting spells of abundance where you don't have to depend on anybody else, but at the same time, you need to protect your energy from anybody else intervening during this time. Because I think a lot of masculines are working really hard right now. They want the Two of Cups with the divine feminine, but this isn't going to happen until they can cut ties with karmic situations that have a hold on them. And the reason I'm getting this Two of Cups energy here, and that they're not able to experience union or pleasure or just celebratory energies with the divine feminine, they're not going to be able to enjoy this until they get into the energy of the Magician. And many of them are like, well, how can I do that? I don't have money. I don't have my own house. I don't have my own space. There's people constantly breathing down my neck, people constantly following me, asking me questions. The universe is trying to tell this divine masculine, you know, the wheels are turning here, and you're going to have to start standing up for yourself and speaking up. And that's why the Magician is coming forward here. The Magician stands up for themselves by being in solitude, okay? You're not going to be able to stand up for yourself in front of other people if you're stuck in a place where you're in your ego. The Magician goes within. They understand that they have special abilities, special powers, special intuition. The Magician is basically the divine masculine who is now taking the divine feminine's lead on things. They're tapping into their powers. They're tapping into their spiritual gifts. It's because of this Two of Cups energy here. It's because they've met the divine feminine. So a lot of people who don't want to see this wheel turning, they don't want to see this divine masculine starting to wake up and forge his own path, because they know that, at the end of the day, he's going to start making his own decisions in terms of moving forward towards what it is he wants. Many of the karmic situations in your divine masculine's life, it's going to create this Seven of Swords energy. And along with the Three of Cups here, they're starting to see that in their mind, they always thought that they could have this connection with their divine feminine and still somehow have a connection with the karmic, or have this happy home life with the karmic partner. And I feel like what this is showing them is that you're going to have to choose one or the other. You can hold space and wish well for the other party, but in terms of who it is you spend the majority of your time with, the majority of your energy with it, you're going to have to make a choice. And many of divine masculines have been getting a lot of clear messages about these karmic situations, and many of them are realizing that I've channeled this before, but a dog-eat-dog world when it comes to karmic partners, okay? Because many of your masculines are in karmic situations where they have had to tell these karmic partners about your energy, divine feminine, and now these karmic partners are wanting revenge in some way, shape, or form, okay? Like they want the divine masculines to pay. And they want them to like suffer the same fate that they have, which is a heartbreak. But what a lot of these karmic partners are failing to realize is that whatever's being orchestrated with the divine masculine is a direct result of karma taking place. Many karmics didn't appreciate your counterparts while they had them, okay? And that's what a lot of you are starting to see on this journey, even in your own dynamic. Whether you've been married for years, your partner didn't appreciate you, and it took your twin flame to come into your life to show you this, to show you the necessary changes that needed to take place. Okay, we have the Two of Wands coming out here. Okay, a lot of you have a decision to make. Many of you want to make an exit from your marriage or your long-term relationship in order to pursue your twin flame connection, but so many of you are afraid. You're afraid to hurt other people's feelings. You're afraid to let other people learn their own lessons. But the Seven of Wands is telling you that you need to have the confidence to progress on this journey. The more moves you make to fulfill your life's purpose, the more the universe will reward you, even though it may come with bringing the Tower to many people's lives. That's what twin flames are often afraid of. You know, going after what they want means that they will have to initiate the Tower in the lives of other people. A lot of your divine masculines are afraid to leave their marriages because they're afraid to betray their spouse. They're afraid to leave their spouse with nothing. Many of your masculines are deciding whether or not this twin flame experience and journey is worth giving over all of their life savings, their pension, their property. Like, you know, if you guys check me out on Patreon, I will tell you guys a very unique story, you know, that I've had in my own family history that gives you guys an in-depth look at why some older divine masculines are afraid to leave their partners. A lot of you might be saying, they're grown men. Like, their kids are grown. Why would they be afraid to leave? Their kids will understand. A lot of the times their kids will turn against them for leaving their mom, right? Leaving mommy on her own to pursue a twin flame connection. What? Kids don't understand all the time, guys. A lot of you guys are like, your kids are grown. You should just tell them. These kids aren't going to understand. It doesn't matter if they're grown or not. They're going to turn against the divine masculine, and it's going to be at the will of their karmic partner. And many divine masculines are afraid of missing out on their children's lives, their grandchildren's lives. These karmic partners have a lot to teach these divine masculines in terms of balancing their feminine and masculine energies. And if you are masculine and you're listening, The best way to approach this whole twin flame journey, if you are wanting to be honest with your spouse, is to be honest from the get-go. Don't allow your spouse to catch you cheating. Your kids will have more respect for you if you are honest and you're able to teach them a good lesson about being honest in their own marriages as well as they age in life. But if you're going to go about it in a way where you're trying to have this secret affair with your twin and no one knows and all of a sudden everything's coming out into the open, it's going to be a direct result of you not taking accountability in the sense where you should have been honest, no matter how embarrassing it might seem. Okay? So we also have the Judgment card and the Nine of Pentacles coming out. And I think this is an important message here because the Judgment card is many of our twin flame counterparts feeling very hesitant to be honest about their twin flames, whether you're a divine masculine listening or you're a divine feminine listening. You will face judgment. You will face judgment from the people that you know, whether it be through your work. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. Oh my God, what happened? I can't actually tell you. I cannot actually tell you because you would not understand. Oh my God, I'm getting a divorce. You don't know how to explain it to your kids, even if they're adults or not. The whole point of this journey coming together is so that you guys can start creating this energy of freedom. Like the bird is in this image for a reason. And it's because many of you are creating abundance for yourself on so many levels. Financial freedom. But the bird is there to symbolize that a lot of this freedom doesn't only have to do with money. The Judgment card is here to tell you that freedom has to do with speaking your truth and being honest about your attraction and chemistry and connection to your twin flame, regardless about what anyone says about the endings that are on its way. A lot of you need to hear this because many of your masculines are coming forward and many of you might be very angry as to why it is they haven't done so already. And it's because a lot of them have been afraid to lose the relationships that they have with their children and their grandchildren. It's not only their spouse. It's not only the bitchy or asshole karmic partner. Many of your counterparts are very attached to their children and how their children will judge them and how their children will view them. And it's not an easy pill to swallow. So as their divine counterpart, it's most important at this time to have understanding and to have compassion and to embody forgiveness, because your counterparts are putting a lot at stake to come forward and to claim this connection with you, okay? I felt that this reading was very, very important tonight for some of you. I'm going to draw one card from the Romance Angel Oracle deck. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And that's your divine counterpart wanting to connect with you, but they want you to know that even though they're silent and they're not saying anything right now, or they might just be dealing with a whole lot, it's because they're wanting to reconcile with you, and that's why they're taking a lot of this risk to have a lot of these tough conversations, okay? I'm going to draw one from the numerology deck as well. Let's cut it right in half. Healing, okay? Let's get one more. Synchronicity. Okay, healing and synchronicity. If you guys are feeling the despair, it's been so long since we've been connected, nothing's changing. A lot is changing, especially on your divine masculine's journey, because they're actually having to face walking away from their families, creating relationships that it seems broken in some way. They're going to have to form new relationships with their kids and their grandkids and their spouse. It's going to seem really uncomfortable, all for the sake of this whole twin flame journey. But the universe is trying to show them that it's like, through synchronicity, like it's, you need to step on this path. You need to get your feet moving, because you're always going to experience the hurt, the pain, the secrecy. Healing needs to take place. And the healing I feel that needs to take place is that whether you're a feminine or a masculine in a family dynamic, If you've encountered your twin flame, there is going to be some sort of ending or adjustment or change to that family dynamic because of your twin flame. Pay attention to the synchronicities that are around you, because that will guide you and let you know that the necessary changes that are happening right now is meant for healing. Twin flames are coming together, guys. 2022 is another year of many changes that are on the way. A lot of you are going to see your divine masculine stepping into your reality in a way that they've never done before. And the only reason that they're doing that now is because many of you are at the point where you're just done and you need to see something different. All right? I hope this reading has found you all well. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay? Bye, guys.